Boo! Hi, Jungho!
Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Lisa.
So, Stejin, this is for you.
Hi, Ryzen.
Hello, Kung-Soo.
Mr. Jonathan Wong, otherwise known as Jay Wong.
Let's see. Okay, so
First memory.
First impression of Frank.
That's my first impression of you.
when I first met you, well, when we first met up, it was your birthday, and I remember I was really anxious.
At student activities fair, and I was like, oh hey, you're Asian, do you want to join KSA? And you're like, oh, I'm not Korean.
Because I had made you cookies and I was trying to meet up with you, and I knew who you were, but I wasn't positive if I would know who you were.
You just seemed really confused.
It made me feel like I was a really bad FFP mentee because you were the one who surprised me.
I got the email saying that you're my mentee, and I remember going like, oh, who is she? And like everybody's like, oh yeah, like she's around here, like you should go meet her. And I was like, nah, I'll do it later.
And you actually had pastries for me. And oh my gosh, you don't know how hungry I was at times.
But then the first time we met up,
And I really enjoyed just chilling with you and getting to know who you were.
just started chatting. It just felt very natural.
I'm not sure how, but we started talking about Taiwan.
I saw you in Gina's OTE scrapbook, so I never actually got to meet you until our mentor-mentee speed dating.
And we started talking about Kaohsiung, which is where my family's from. And so I was really, really excited to meet a freshman who was from Taiwan, who was from Kaohsiung as well.
But you were so intimidating.
It was a rainy day and you told me that I gave you an umbrella, but I do not remember it too well.
I was a little worried before going into our relationship because you were someone I didn't completely understand, and that was new to me.
Because I thought that you were a very shy guy.
As cliche as it sounds, it was fake. It was a challenge,
And yeah, that's how you seemed to me at first.
thank you for giving me that challenge, and I'm so happy with where our relationship is now.
This is the first gen when I thought you were 1, a derp, and 2, adorkable.
I just thought you were quiet, sweet freshman.
So we saw you at Stokes Lawn with, I forgot the other FFPers.
But obviously, I guess I'm wrong.
And then I asked you who your mentor was, and then you pointed to me, and I had no idea it was me, so I'm really sorry about that. But
She was dressed so nicely, and she was like so giggly.
I just remember one thinking, wow, she's from abroad, but her English is so good.
She was the one who was the most happy, and she hugged me.
And 2, she remembers me from my brownie story. I hope people don't remember that and think of that when they see me.
Actually, when I first heard that you were from abroad, I was really worried. I didn't know what kind of mentee that I'd get.
You're pretty quiet and like laid back, and so I didn't know how to read you.
When I first met you, I thought you were very reserved, very quiet.
But then over the course of like getting to know you better, I realized you're so like cute, fun, and like bubbly.
But after getting to know you, that didn't seem too true.
I thought to myself, I would really like to move to Iowa, where it's legal for same-sex marriages.
I remember meeting you when you were a senior in high school during a Hana weekend. It was right after CSA retreat, and all I heard about you was that you were insane at doing squats. Because I was very excited to see you again, and very excited to see that you got into FFP.
But when Gina matched me with Jay Wong, I was really didn't know what to expect. She said, Matt, the only thing I'm going to say is have patience.
Everyone was super dressed up, and I saw you in your like white lace, like sheath dress, and I was like, oh my god, this girl is so classy.
You know, typically that would throw someone off, but as soon as he said that, I realized that this would be a pretty interesting guy and someone who I knew I'd be friends with.
You were a very nice and scared-looking freshman.
I was sitting next to Gina. I remember just completely girl crushing about you. Gina honestly like died.
Things have changed, and now you're really ratchet. I mean, you're okay.
What's the second question?
It's favorite memory.
Favorite memory? That's a hard one.
So my favorite memory with you.
your favorite memory.
My favorite memory.
So my favorite memory would probably be the very first time that we had our meetup.
Okay, Joyce, you remember the first like mentor-mentee date we went on? We went to go see The Hunger Games.
But I thought it was like a really good time for us to just connect and to have that time together.
It was like I don't want to pay $2 to get out and come back in, so let's just go under the tracks.
And I know like it probably won't be as funny as like other people's memories.
No.
I think we had like an hour allotted, and maybe we spent like 2 hours just talking about our lives and you like telling me about the things that mattered to you.
But that was my favorite memory because I knew you were fun.
We were in Showdown together and we were about to go on the performance.
My favorite memory is probably the first time when you came over.
I just remember thinking to myself, man, I've known this guy since, I guess he came in as a freshman, and you know, I was really excited about that. And we both kind of like looked at each other, and then, you know, we had a little embrace.
Because we just got to know each other. But more importantly, it was the start to a new friendship.
That first bonding event that we had in the mods.
The FFP bonding beer pong tournament.
FFP Pong tournament.
We were really bad, but it was really fun.
It was just so funny because we were like the loudest and the most talkative, and I was like, wow, my mentee is so similar to me and I love it.
Yeah, we crushed it. We didn't win, but everyone sucked anyways. And we had matching tank tops and our guns were looking huge.
Just having the opportunity to share what little words of wisdom that I have with you and watching you grow was, I think, something very valuable in this experience.
We spent that evening going to 3 different events, I think it was. It was the AMA cupcake event, which was delicious.
We had the movie night and we watched Pitch Perfect.
The PSBC Typhoon Haiyan Relief concert.
I don't know how, but neither of us ever saw it, but it was really fun to see you outside of a kind of more formal context, just kind of get to know you and chill with you.
And also TCO's recess.
Staying up really late and doing homework together. That was probably the only time we did homework together.
But I got to know you much better that night, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So as I said, I thought you were a very shy guy, but watching you sing in front of like all those people, I thought that you grew a lot this year, and I was very proud of you.
When he ran with the rest of our suite to just go to the finish line with David Chang, and then I was pissed because everyone else got lost, but then it was just Frank and Will to meet him at the finish line. So
We went to eat solongtang in the desert or something. That was pretty fun. And then we went to what was it again? Urban Outfitters.
There was that one night where we stayed up and we just stalked all of the FFP retreat photos. And I remember because, you know, we were just dying laughing. And I think Hyunchin was there, but Hyunchin started passing.
And just like fooling around and hanging out with Nicole and Dan.
It's when we were playing Just Dance and then you jumped on Maria and tackled her to the floor. Just that we have together. We always find something really awesome to talk about.
It was at KSA retreat when I found out that you were both my daughter and Mentees.
Our first meeting when we went out to get crepes, because crepes are always fun and Nutella's sweet just like you.
I remember like both of us like freaking out and automatically like, wow. Best of friends, like automatically connecting.
I just really enjoyed getting lunch with you every Wednesday.
I always leave with something more to think about. And that's not really easy to do.
It's just been really good to get to know you every week and just see how much you've grown.
And it shows that you have a friend that you can ruminate on the past with, appreciate the present, and really plan for the future.
My last piece of advice.
My advice.
So my last piece of advice.
Well, my advice to you would be
just one piece of advice that I could give you is probably to just keep your perspective.
Boston College is the last school experience we'll ever have, so use every chance and make a lot of memories.
Really not lose sight of what's important to you.
You continue to do leadership, whether or not be in the AC community.
Live your life here at BC, not for your resume, but for your eulogy. Live it for the people, because no matter what you do in whatever club or whatever grade you're going to get, it's only going to be one line in a resume, and it's not going to last.
I really hope that you're able to open yourselves up to what BC has to offer.
Never grow to that spot where you're always comfortable and you're doing the same thing every day.
You got 3 years, so you want to make the best of it and do really whatever makes you happy. Do what you love. You should always never underestimate your abilities.
Being able to do what I really want to do without letting anybody else's opinions bother me.
Because at the end of the day, you can do a lot more than you think, and if you don't believe in yourself, no one else can believe in you too.
If you have that same struggle as I do, definitely keep working at it, because people here are very welcoming and they're always accepting of who you are.
And just remember, beauty can be found anywhere. You just have to open your eyes.
It's okay to realize that you're having a tough time and that you need someone else's help.
To seek out those older than you that could be mentors that can basically advise you in anything and everything.
That's why we're here for each other. That's why we have friends.
And I hope next year, if you do become an FFP mentor, you'd have a great relationship.
But really reach out to those underclassmen, because think about how your mentors reach out to you and how upperclassmen this year just reach out to you.
Always challenge yourself, never be comfortable in some place because you'll never be able to grow.
Really take advantage of what's out there. Really capitalize on that in the beginning of the year when things are still new and available for you.
You regret what you don't do, not what you actually do. So just go out and pursue everything.
In 10 years, no one's gonna care if you fail or not, so just do it. If you make it, that's good. If you didn't, at least you tried.
You just have to realize that there's so much out there.
I think it's great to try something else every day, every week, every month.
And you guys will do great.
There's goodness in being tired and burning out, so that you can look back knowing that you gave it your all.
You have 3 more years at BC. Find something you really love and you really enjoy. Do what you're passionate about.
So, frankly, just live your life.